I have people call here researching family history, or their grandparents lived here and they visited as kids. I had this guy call a couple of months ago, and he wanted to come back and do some research on the family history. And this guy, he said, I think he's in his 60s now, he said, well, I kind of wanted to stay at the Park Hotel. And I said, well, the Park Hotel's not there anymore. They tore it down in the 90s. And I realized that this guy, he probably thought that Beardstown was all white, all rural. He probably had no idea what it's like. So I said to him, well, I'd like to tell you a few things about Beardstown. So I explained to him about the makeup of the immigrant population here. And he said, are you serious? And I said, well, yeah, the library staff is trilingual. It has to be. And he says, I had no idea. I would never have imagined that that could have happened. And the next question that we always get is, well, why? Right? What pulls these people here?
I first heard about Beardstown from some Togolese friends who already live over here. We talked to each other on the phone, we'd write letters back and forth, and they told me that Beardstown is a very small town, but has everything you need. School, work, and a lot of immigrant people live here, like Spanish, African people, so it is no problem to live in Beardstown. So I decided to come here because they told me there is a company that will hire for you to work. So I came, and I got the job.
The capacity to organize this community is the principal difficulty. We're doing it slowly, but we don't have time. And yeah, there are a lot of Anglos working under the same situations, but they are part of the Anglo community. They have owners of businesses, they have directors of institutions, and how can we do this for the workers? You know, for those who don't have time to rest, that they don't have time to get food, to clean their houses, do their laundry. We have to recognize the newcomers and immigrants are here because the production system is demanding labor. And we're doing it, but slowly, and we don't have time. The first day I went to Cargill and I was given a tour, I just prayed to God and I said, God, please help me. Give me the power to endure this because I still have to help my family in Mexico.
Me, I'm a very active person. I used to it a little bit, but it's very hard. Imagine you have a huge piece of meat. You receive like 1,000 pieces coming, like the whole leg, a big leg like that, 1,000 in 8 hours. And you gotta turn and cut it like that, or it will hurt.
I snip the tendons. My fingers are hot. Sometimes when I wake up, I can't close my hands. If I tell them I have a problem, they fire me.
So yeah, my first year here was hard. I told my wife I would want to go back because I can't live in this situation, because the job was so hard every day. My fingers were sore, my hands were worn out. The line speed was too fast. I remember that sometimes I would come home, I would get sick. I stay sick all the time. I would have a fever. My hands would hurt, my legs would hurt, my back would hurt. It was physically demanding. I would sometimes cry because I'd never worked this hard in my whole life. Back in the line, everybody was doing what they had to do, so I must do it too.